Hey, good morning there. Just checking on you. A great Sabbath day is coming because the evening and the morning was day till day and night changed. Darkness became the light. So the con of religion. So as evening and morning was day. So the evening Eve and the snake ruled. So some of you gotta wake up. Now they're saying if you bless Israel, which is a country, which is everybody's throwing their money at this country. It's not Israel. Israel was Abraham's lineage. Gave birth to Isaac, then Jacob. And so Jacob had to steal the birthright. Even his mother knew it because they were fraternal twins, and the one that came out first was the Canaanite. Which ties into the murder of Abel. So it's like they fought in the womb and grabbed a leg and tried to fight his way out first. So after the fact, they had to steal the birthright. So Jacob became the father of Israel. So many people read the book and are blessing the wrong people because they're blessing a cabal, Caesarian mafia, Mason ordained country. And they have tons of money. They have the Iron Dome. They're being protected. So the greatest show on earth is the Antichrist. And then Jonathan Cahn, even though he's very prophetic, he's hoodwinked by the country Israel, and he's reading the Revelation wrong about the man-child. The man-child is the Christed ones, the Christ-in ones, the Christ-in, not the ones Christ in name only. So then it says in Revelation that Satan makes war with the rest of the saints that keep the commands. Now they have no right to us because we've given our life over to the Father through the Son, and we are being taught directly from the Spirit of Jesus, of God, directly from Jesus. So with the man-child, which is, we come under Jesus as little children. So therefore now we've submitted, 2 Chronicles 7:14, now 7:14 Revelation, we're caught up, just as Paul was caught up. So have you been conned by the Jonathans? He's got a lot of cool intel, which is great. But he rides the circuits. And the most satanic ministries that I went to see what they were doing, they host them. And their witches and warlocks are all going to Israel. So you should know who they are. Look at the ones that are going to Israel, trying to float the boat of Israel, putting up a veil of understanding. So upon this rock, the gates of hell will not prevail, not put a veil on. So Moses, they told him to be veiled. So now the bride is unveiling who the true bride is. They don't follow these con jobs, these Jonathan Cahn jobs. And yeah, they'll probably put a hit out on me next week, but whatever. We never die. The bodysuit, the meat suit may die, but we never die. So how many people are going to buy into this con job and be in the wrong field, blessing the wrong people, the wrong way? And I've seen God's people pray and bless people to no end. True Israel, which Jacob was the godfather of God's people. You got to reread it. So Jacob was being a brat. He's arguing with the messenger, which they call an angel, arguing. And the angel keeps telling him he's the godfather of God's people. So because he did not receive it correctly, the messenger had no option but to kick his hip so that he walked with a limp after that. So since his spiritual walk was off, was crooked, it would show in the natural realm that he walked crooked. And I've seen a lot of people walk crooked. It's amazing. You know, I've seen a husband and a wife, they both walk crooked. And because they bought into this false revelation of text. It says in the book they'll all be taught by God. So the problem is you can study the text all you want. And you can text message all you want. But it's not relationship. So they say don't shoot the messenger. But many of the messengers got shot in the past. So many people have walked in the prophetic, the true prophetic, and died. Like Kim Clement and so many different people have walked in the prophet and have been killed through different ways of poisoning, cancer, or even shot to death, or put in cages, insane asylums, jails, because the devil didn't want the word to get out, which the word is God, the word is Jesus. In the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God. 19:13 Revelation, the word is God. But all they got was some text. And must put them through the shredder because they don't read them correctly. So they've been hoodwinked. So are you going to be hoodwinked? Or are you going to wake up? So throw your money to a satanic country, which used to be the Holy Land. But prophetically speaking, spiritually speaking, we are the Holy Land, because when they talk about earth and trees and grass and weather and everything, they're talking about God's people. We are the promise, we are the Holy Land if we humbled ourselves and prayed. And then many people will get blessed that wake up. Otherwise, you're going to be a stone of stumbling. You're going to be in the wrong field, harvesting the wrong stuff. You're false witnesses. So many people come to the Lord as false witnesses. So the biggest cons that I've ever seen were masquerading as Christians. You think, oh, they're good, they're Christians, they go to my church. I had so many people, just one in particular we'll talk about was I knew he was in trouble, so I did a job for 10 cents on a dollar for him. He owed me $3,000 some dollars, and I told him I'd do the job for if he give me like $700, I'll be happy. He said, I'll tighten you up on Monday. So I did the job over the weekend. Didn't hear from him again for 2 years. Monday didn't come for 2 years, and then Monday never came because I said, well, you never tightened me up in the last job, so why would you want me to do another job for you? Because you used me and abused me in the name of Christ. Use me and abuse me in the name of Christ. Con jobs. So you got to weigh everything people say. And you can't even weigh it with the textbook. You have to weigh it with God himself. The Word himself, Jesus. Because you could still be deceived. So many people in this end time. So the greatest show on earth is the Antichrist, and the Antichrist is the head of all the demons. He can tell a demon of death to go, and somebody can resurrect. I told you about this guy that used to be the greatest. His dad used to be the biggest. witch doctor in a place called Haiti. He could heal the sick and raise the dead even though he was of the devil, because he is such great authority over the demonic. So Satan has authority over all the demons, all the lesser angels. Death, cancer, you name it, to cancel you out. Satan is the head, Lucifer is the head of the demons. So in this time, the greatest deceivement they'll heal the sick, raise the dead right in front of your eyes on television, and they may not be of God. So praying about it brought us to the love chapters of Corinthians. How do you know false brethren from real? The love, the true love of God. And it's going to be hard to see because the selfishness is going to be in there. So it's humble pride. It's pride on such a low scale, it's going to be hard to see the pride, their agenda and their pride. Because they're going to look good, smell good, got the best cologne, best perfume, got the nicest three-piece suit, probably several $1,000 suit, gold watches, nice cars, multi-million-dollar palaces. It's all flash to take your cash. All flash to take your cash. So Jesus only wants the heart-to-heart. He don't need your money. He needs a covenant with you. Cementatious relationship too. So you will not be conned. So it says it in the script in Texas. They'll almost fool God's people, the elect. He'll almost fool God's people. He'll almost make fools of us. You know, the nuts are living on nuts and berries. They're making fools of us. That was a song. So you got to see, you got to have eyes to see and ears to hear, so you won't be conned. Jonathan has tons of cool intel. Wrote tons of cool books, The Harbinger for the End Times, but the greatest show on earth must proceed. The Antichrist must prevail, must be presented to the world, so that people will worship Lucifer, where the little horn grew up. He's still a horn. Pride means pride. Unicorn, he's pride. And mortal wound, he died. And he's going to be resurrected in a man. Just as when Jesus broke the bread and the wine, shared the wine, broke the bread. Who's going to deceive you? The one who dipped his bread in the blood and the wine. And then the Spirit, reread it, then the Spirit entered him. So somebody has to ordain the Antichrist. Who will it be? You may not never know unless you see, unless God shows you, unless you say, Jesus, show me the orders in nations, the ordination, the orders in nations, the ordination of the Antichrist. Excuse me. Well, it's what it's worth. Get the word out. But God will not let you interfere with the Antichrist, just as Judas had to sell Jesus out. The Antichrist has to sell the Christians out so that the many will be deceived, so that sometime in the future they'll go, oh my God, I bought it lock, stock, and barrel. I gave all my money over to the Antichrist and over to the false Israel. Just like those people selling everything. Didn't even want to take a dump because they didn't want to be raptured on the toilet. So the insanity, greatest insanity is out there. Can't even enjoy the popcorn anymore. Popcorn has no flavor no more, so I don't blame you for wanting to eat some more. So the last greatest show on earth. Ponder that. Get the word out.